There you
Hey, there we go.
go. There you
I swear we've done this before, right?
go. I am not very I am a noob at OBS, so I just run I just run simple stuff. So
So speaking of noobs, welcome to everybody out there in Worlds Collide Land. It's another Saturday night stream. I am the Schwantz27. That music is a little too loud, so we're gonna do that. Great. And I'm joined by Sin Pyro. What up, Sin Pyro? What up?
oh, how's it going, Schwans? I'm doing good. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing these guys race again.
Yeah, so we did have a pretty successful Thursday community stream here on FF6 Worlds Collide's official Twitch channel. We do races every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and at Saturday, depending upon availability, at like 9-ish or so. Sin is a bit quiet. Let's bump him up here. There we go. Now we should be good.
Hello?
There we go. I think I had the music way too loud too. So pro streaming strats here.
Hey, we're all good here.
So last Thursday we had Kilbasiago, who's also in the chat. What up, Kilbasiago? He's been doing a lot of work for the community lately. The real renaissance man between doing commentary and doing presets and doing bot stuff. He's a one man show. But his item rush preset is what we're going to be playing tonight. I got a chance to watch it, but Sin, you got a chance to commentate it on Thursday. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about this preset here?
Well, it is designed to be a very fast preset. Well, faster than normal race seed presets. So it's running off of I believe a variation of the Battle Royale 5-6 flags. I'm not 100% sure on the on what the actual objectives are, but the actual what I want to say is interesting parts about these flags is the shops are going to be completely empty. So there's not going to be anything for any of our runners to buy at the shops. That's kind of a double-edged sword because it's going to cut out a lot of the beginning where a lot of the start where you're actually doing your looting and your shopping at the same time. But that on the same token, you're not going to be able to find anything in the shops whatsoever. So you're not going to be able to get your sleeping bags or anything like that. But as far as some of the ladder objectives go, you're going to be starting with an Illumina. You're going to be starting with the Dragoon set, a dried meat, all the breakable rods, and I think there's a ribbon as well, and along with 11 high tier items. So you're going to be starting off really good. Another thing is that the split party XP is going to be active, so that's going to slow down a lot of the initial leveling as well.
It's just like an Oprah seed. Look under your seat. There's a high tier item. Here's a higher tier item.
Everybody gets a high tier item. Yes, exactly.
Hell yeah. So yeah, it is a double-edged sword because you don't have a lot of the consumables that you normally rely on, right? Well, I know at least when I play, I do all my consumable shopping at the very beginning for stuff
absolutely.
for like the final boss, like my echo screens and my eye drops and my Phoenix Downs. So we do give our runners 10 Phoenix Downs, right? So
yes.
It's not real. It's not actually a permadeath seed because you can learn the life spell and the life 2 spell, but you got to be careful about using your Phoenix Downs. So we might see a lot of trips to the healing bucket.
Yeah, I personally ran those flags yesterday. I believe I ran the flags myself just to see how I would do with them because I'm not a racer myself. I run just for fun. But it was actually a pretty fast seed as far as me anyway. So yeah, we should be seeing these runners, doing pretty good. I'm betting on at least a 90 for most of these runners. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So the other interesting thing is that you get some dragons, but then they scale upwards after you start beating them over the head a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun to watch for sure.
Plus 15 levels for one dragon, plus another 15 for two dragons, and three dragons are required to go into Final Kefka, I believe. Yep.
Oh, there is 3 dragons required for Kefka.
Yes,
Eh,
I actually can see the objectives now. 6 characters, 9 espers, 3 dragons for Final Kefka. For the KT skip, you either have to do 9 characters or 11 espers or complete 20 checks. There will be an additional, I believe, 12 boss levels for doing 15 checks, and then there will be another KT skip that can unlock at 22 checks. So you have a potential of getting 2 KT skips and planning around those as well. We actually did see something to that effect on Thursday.
Yeah, having multiple skips means you could take multiple bites of the apple, or if something goes really ridiculously wrong your first time around, you've got that safety of being able to go back in, one more time again.
Right.
We are waiting for one of our other runners to be ready, so I will give the racers the indication that we are ready up here in the booth. Yeah, so we're ready. Hopefully the viewers at home are ready as well. I will make sure to hit the timer when the timer is supposed to be hit.
I think Jex is getting a little impatient.
All right. Well, we've given Edgeworth the boot, so we'll give our runners our 30-second warning. And I know we start with Terra and Realm, right, automatically, yes. But do we get 4 characters to start, right?
Yes.
So we only have to recruit 2 additional characters. So we're gonna want to hopefully find a lot of espers really fast, or like you said, if we end up finding 9 characters really fast. Then,
and on top of that, Realm and Celeste also are guaranteed to have natural magic.
Realm and so do we start with Celeste as well, or is it just Terra?
No, we just start with Terra and Realm guaranteed, but Celeste also has the natural magic along with Realm. But the other 2 characters are going to be random, and I don't believe that they're counting out Umaru or Gogo with those randoms as well. So it is possible we could get them.
Always a fun Yeti seed. You love to see it happen.
Yeah, you definitely love to see it. Oh, we love to see it anyway.
All right, and we are off. And this is going to be the fanfare of all fanfares, where we basically get to see everything getting handed out right now, right? Yeah. That's what we all came to see. Is just every single item just going up now.
I think we got some delay on a couple on Boo. We got a delay on Boo. We got a little bit of a delay on Jex.
Yep. Well, what do we got here? We do have Celeste and Gao.
Okay. And we have Gao.
I did not see... So, Celeste's jump and Gao has control and health. So, Gao might not live too long in this seed.
Yeah, that's not... that. I foresee Gao being the Moogle Charm Mule.
Yep. We did start out with dried meat, so we can go right away to the Velt check. Unfortunately... that means we're going to have to bench one of our characters, because remember, at the Velt, you can only recruit if you have a 3-person party. You need 1 slot for somebody to be recruited into your party. So, I'm expecting to see a lot of people going to the Imperial base. It's very strange. I have Boo's music on, right? And it sounds like he's in Imperial base looting stuff, but his screen is not there. Let me see what I could do with him.
There's a little bit of lag on Falcons as well.
Yep. Let me see what I could do about this here.
Okay.
Anyway.
So yeah, it looks like Jex and Falcon are doing Arsh looting real quick. Red Baron is heading up into the Returners hideout.
Yeah, Returner's Hideout is pretty good for loot. Um, Even though the shops are empty, we could still loot some things. We've got a lot of loot, um, which is normally all you need. But like you said before, with no consumables, right? We we have to find, or with the empty shops, we're gonna have to find our consumables um, in treasure chests. So that'll be interesting to see here. Why is... Alright, well, I'm gonna keep finagling with my setup, and you can keep talking here.
Okay,
Because
apologies everyone. We're just having a little bit of technical difficulty.
Apparently my VLC player doesn't want to get booed. There we go, now we got boo.
Oh,
Beautiful.
okay, now we got boo.
Beautiful.
Still a little laggy, but...
Yep. I don't know if that's on my end or on his end here, so... Some of the other runners are behaving just fine. So yeah, we're at the cave at the sealed gate. No free progression. Is that on or is that not on here?
It is on. Free progression is on. As
okay,
you see,
so
we got Starlit at the cave to the sealed gate there.
All right, so that's our first Magicite for Boo. Excellent. Yeah, so with the no free progression flag, it normally is set to off. It's like one of those weird double negative things.
Some people like it, some people don't.
Yeah, I'm not a fan because I like having the option of going to buy your way out of going to checks, like at the auction house and at the Zen Thief. It provides for more like dynamic gameplay, but I know that people also hate running into dead checks, right? So
yeah,
it's one of those
I'm the kind
like
of person
catch-22s.
Yeah, I'm the kind of person that doesn't like running into dead checks, but I will have free progression on sometimes.
All right, so the rest of our runners, we've got Jexy and Red Baron in Sealed Gate. We got Boo doing some shopping. We got Falcon Hit getting Mog out of the South Figaro prisoner, who has Runic and is replacing Gao because
no big surprise there.
Because Gao cannot even fight back.
That was not a good Gao.
No, not at all. All right. Let's see here. What else is happening?
Looks like we're frozen on Boo again.
Yeah. Well, we could clearly see that the Zen Thief is not an item, or not an Esper rather, but it's only 20 grand. Yeah. Let's see if we could pause and unpause. Can we refresh this?
And considering that people aren't going to be spending their money at the shops, I mean, 20 grand really isn't too terrible for a potential decent item.
Yeah, I'm not sure what is going on with it. It's got to be on my end because the sound is fine. It's just everything else is not fine. So let me try and get Boo back again. Let's do this here. Let's unmute this audio. We'll use Falcon Hit's audio for the time being, and I'll try and get Boo's stream back up again. So,
please bear with us, everyone.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look at his actual stream to see if it's my bad or if it's his bad. So, let me continue on here.
The Falcon Hit looks like he's starting to take on some grinds here.
What mobs is this? It's not too bad. This is sort of beginning of the game stuff, right? So it's not terrible. Where is this? Is he coming out of the sealed gate, or?
Oh yeah, he might. Yeah, he was in the Imperial base. He's probably doing that for a quick exit. Yep.
Yep. Some easy XP. All right. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself here.
Perfectly fine.
So it looks like Red Baron did pick up Mog as well here.
We're just seeing some people retreading where other people have been in South Figaro, in the basement and in the shops.
Such peaceful music. And it looks like, is that in the Velt for Red Baron?
It is paused for me right now.
It is paused for you. That's not good.
It says the Schwans has minimized their application.
Oh. I minimized Discord by mistake.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
There we go.
I'm playing with too many tiles here.
I completely understand, believe me.
So yeah, he's on the Velt. So in order to recruit a character on the Velt, you need to have 3 or less party members in your party. So
yeah, so Baron's gonna need to get rid of one of his characters. I wonder if he's gonna how long it's gonna take for him to realize that.
yeah, because sometimes you'll notice it right away, and then other times it takes a while. Because you know it's always random with whether or not you get the actual reward out of the thing. So. So he's going to be trying to do this for a while, unless he realizes his mistake. Which is rather unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. It's the potential to lose a lot of time on this.
Alright. Alright, so I've got Boo back. The problem is he's still, like, frozen, and I don't know what to do about it, because it's,
Yeah.
It's not his stream, it's whatever VLC is deciding that it wants to do. It's really annoying, so I'm sorry, boys and girls.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
And it looks like Red Baron's just gonna go hit Serpent Trench, not realizing the requirement for doing the Velt check.
Yeah, I mean, Serpent Trench is another pretty good one to pair in right after Gao's check. Because there are, well, in this seed it doesn't matter, but there are shops at the end of this, and there's 4 encounters that you have to fight, so it'll be good for leveling up, but not against level magic stuff.
Not with that, though. Looks like he's gonna try to stick with it, though. Got a Doom on Gal. It looks like we're going to be able to see at least what is at the Velt as soon as Jex or Falcon get it for them.
Alright, so I think
it is
I've got
not a character.
I'm sorry. I've got a choppy Boo here.
Okay.
And it looks like we've got Fenrir. Very nice.
Okay, that is nice to see. And is that Atmo weapon? Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's not nice to see.
Not nice to see.
That's
Red Baron powered through those level magics.
all right. Well, you only get magic points from defeating the level magics. So, since I don't think he's got any spells yet,
yeah,
I'm not quite sure that helps.
There's Stray Cat though, so if he finds somebody who has rage, that will be nice.
Yep, Stray Cat is Terra has Magitech too, so this is
she does.
It's a free seed. Atma weapon from the Tizen Thief. That's not a bad pickup for 20,000. You're gonna have to be playing the long game though here.
Pretty much.
For the very long game.
And hoping you find some HP plus HP espers.
Yeah. Or strength, strength will also work too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because Atma weapon will work based on the amount of HP your character has lost. It actually it's only negatively impacted by how much HP you lost.
Right.
So we see Falcon Hit heading up to Esper Mountain. We got Celeste coming down on top of Atma weapon. Ooh, only Terra and Realm is up for Boo here.
Yeah,
and
this is looking pretty ugly.
Jexy diving in.
But he got it. He got Atma weapon down.
There it is. And is that a Vanilla Ultros? I think that is. That's Ultros 3, right, at Esper Mountain?
It is Ultros 3, yeah. That is a Vanilla Ultros. Come on, Schwans, did you even randomize this?
Yeah, right? So it looks like, oh, Jesus, Boo has Edgar and Mog and Gogo.
And Edgar has Sword Tech.
So we've been missing out on a lot on Boo's stream. So let's see. He's got Gogo and Edgar and Mog. I'm just clicking them off here.
Poor Schwann's having technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm not. It's one of those dumbfounding ones where I'm not quite sure why what's happening is happening.
Dead.
Ooh.
Serpent Trench was dead. It was a cat hood.
That's gonna be yikes for me, dog.
Yeah. Especially since we know that there is an Esper at Velt at the Velt too, and we saw Red Baron kind of making a little bit of an error there on not having the proper party amount.
Yeah, that's an
an Aegis shield in the clock in Nikea though.
Okay, we'll take that. And I think that's another Esper at Mount Colts or not Mount Colts, at Esper Mountain for Falcon Hit. That was Crusader.
I did not see what it was. Oh, it was Crusader. Okay.
Yeah, that's the Esper you never want to summon.
I summoned it once, and I only summoned it for one person on my stream. That was it.
I mean, I guess you could use it to summon if you have, the rest of your team jumping up in the air, but
you could potentially survive it with high magic defense. Apparently, I wouldn't know. we see Boo pulling out instant death strats on the Gigantos monster in a box in the beginner's house.
Yeah, he needed the levels for Terra and Realm because they did not survive the Atma weapon fight. But Red Baron finally got one party member for the Velt, so he's doing it right this time.
Okay,
unfortunately,
he's got it figured out.
Yeah, he's not getting he's still not getting the reward though. Interesting. So I wonder where. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say we see Jackson Falcon getting ready or going through Serpent Trench as well, and they're gonna find their cat hood at the end of that, disappointingly.
Where's Baron's Espers? They're not here. Actually, I'm not actually on his on his stream, so I don't know if he actually has Espers. I mean, there will be his first one if he
I don't
feeds him
think
the dry
he has
meat.
picked up I don't think he has picked up espers yet.
And there goes another Ultros, this time Ultros 1 in the Whelk Cave.
Yep.
And that looks like a Pearl Lance based on that very brief screenshot. So Whelk Cave, unfortunately, another dead check.
Yep, that is his
there
first
for
esper
Boo.
ever.
Yep, I am seeing that is that is his first Esper. So everybody else has got at least 2. Because Boo has picked up except for Boo. So that's Baron's first there. There we go.
Right. His Starlet was at Cave to the Sealed Gate, and I think only Jex and Falcon have done that.
Yeah, so after picking up Mog at Celestis Cell, I think most of our runners will go do the Narsh World of Balance World Tour, right? With the Whelk Gate, which we know is a dead check. That's Pearl Lance. We didn't see what Lone Wolf was. I think it was either Go-Go or Edgar, and then Kefka at Narsh was the other one of those two, right? So
correct, I believe so. But then I can also peek through Umaru check, which we didn't get a chance to see on Boo's side, unfortunately.
Yeah, when he came back, it didn't look like it was a character. And Red Baron is going to take the Opera House Dragon. There are 3 required dragons, and it is the Goldie Dragon.
And the dragons are scaled too, so they can take these dragons early if they wanted to.
Yeah, I certainly would, especially like to gain XP and kind of slingshot you ahead of what kind of nonsense is going to get thrown your way later, right? Because I believe the dragons, they get harder as you beat them, right? Don't they scale?
They'll
even
get
more?
plus 50. The first 2 dragons you kill will do plus 15 levels apiece.
Yeah,
so
that's
they'll be
not
at
fun.
plus 30 levels at the end of 2 dragons.
Dear Lord.
And you need 3 dragons for Final Kefka, so they're gonna have to fight him either way.
Yep. So you might as well do them now when they're easy enough to beat, but not crazy enough to really damage you. And Gold Dragon is one of the easier dragons, right? Because it casts just straight up original bolt, you know? It's like,
yeah.
Like, why would you use a tier 1 spell? You know? Come on now. Get with the program here. Aura Lance is the reward from beating the Gold Dragon. So we have Celeste with natural jump, I believe. So I don't know if she's able to equip the Aura Lance or the Pearl Lance that we found. Jexarox is up at Tritok, and he reset out. So I'm not quite sure why.
Yeah, I didn't see what was going on there, unfortunately.
Red Baron, however, wants to get some art commissioned. He's into Owser's Mansion.
Ooh, this is something we haven't seen yet, so this will be interesting to see what's at the end of this.
Yeah, so, and Falcon hit making good use of one of Terra's Magitech abilities, the Xfer, which will basically just yeet the enemy off the screen if they're susceptible to instant death, which Gigantos is.
That's retainers on Baron.
Oof. Yeah, so in Owser's Mansion, there's 2 forced encounters, and this, unfortunately, is the first of 2. So, not good.
Yeah, and I mean, retainers are an awesome rage to have, but they are hard to beat, and they will insta-kill you with the dying. Like that trade-off right there.
Yeah.
Yep, that's an insta-kill. And another one. I mean, he got the retainers out, so that's a bit of the hard stuff that's gone. But now he's got to deal with this Dark Force.
We haven't, just to note though, unless Edgar has it, we haven't seen Rage yet, right? So
No, we haven't. That was Go-Go at Lone Wolf. So Edgar was at Kefka and Narsh. Jex passed it up. I was distracted. Sorry. He picked up the fixed dice instead of grabbing Go-Go. That's interesting.
Wow.
I mean, you can go back in the world of Ruin and pick Go-Go back up, but still, that's a spicy move right there. That's a spicy move right there.
Well, I mean, I wonder why he's still using Gao, right? But I understand it. You only need 6 characters to get into Kefka's tower, and you know that Edgar is the reward for Kefka at Narsh, so you don't really need another character yet, you know?
Yeah, and you still have quite a few checks open to you even still, but there's always that possibility that you're going to be gated at Zone Eater, and you're not going to want that.
Yeah, so Jexy said no-go to Go-Go.
Yeah, no-go to Go-Go. He's like, go away. Yeah, that's one thing.
Man.
That's one thing I'm definitely going to have to ask him about, because that actually made me laugh.
Well, you know what? I approve of doing anything on stream for the memes. That's
exactly
that. As far as I'm concerned, is a valid answer to any question that we ask them during the interview phase.
And we all kind of know that most of us in the community know that Jex is kind of like the meme Lord of the Sith around here.
Meanwhile, Falcon Hit does pick up Go-Go for this fight here, and it's Rexol for Red Baron getting his painting done. And is that a vanilla Dataluma at Zozo?
That looks like it.
I told you, the seed is not randomized at all. Or that was a vanilla Dataluma.
That was a vanilla Dataluma.
With his weird, like, left fist, like, curled.
Yeah, I don't know how he doesn't have a bad back with that kind of posture that he has.
He needs to get to yoga. Another dead check there.
Another dead check.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I didn't get to see what it was, but I saw that it was a dead check.
Yeah, you hate to see it happen, especially on
a long climb like Zozo.
Yeah. Dataluma also doesn't give you any magic points when you defeat them either. So that's one of those, like, yeah, it's an easy boss and it doesn't take long, but you'd rather be learning magic, you know, if you're going to take down a boss. Speaking of taking down a boss, that is Rexol gone for Red Baron. And
it looks like Boo is going to be running through all of Edgar's checks.
Yeah, you can kind of chain these checks back to back to back, right? Just like the Tom Amansky tapes. I'm glad you got that reference. I wasn't sure.
Check at Owser's mansion.
Oh my goodness.
But it was a Ragnarok though, so
okay, all right.
Your definition of dead might be different, but yeah, that was technically according to the randomizer, it is a dead check.
Yeah, I mean, with how many weapons that we start, wow, a triple miss on that stone from Atma Weapon there. That's one of those, like, moves that you like terrified of, because it will confuse your characters. So having all of your characters confused at the same time is never fun.
Oh, absolutely. I once had Dataluma throw a stone at my realm who had shock, and the outcome was predictable.
Yep. That's a reset. Oh, the Quasar coming out too.
Oh boy.
And that didn't really do all that much. Atma Weapon throws out a lot of strong abilities, but they don't have much magic power, so we're able to absorb that like a ShamWow and take it down.
And now if you get somebody who has lore, you have Quasar now.
Yeah. All right, so what is tying up the engine room here?
Poltergeist, maybe?
I don't know.
Overheat?
Too much spicy chicken.
Oh, it's Guardian. Ooh, nasty boss.
Yeah, apparently all of the different parts of the engine just gained a life of its own and became Guardian.
The engine became sentient.
Meanwhile, we are down in the Magitech factory for Red Baron. I'm tempted to like throw the music on his stream, because I know everybody loves the Magitech factory song.
Who doesn't love the Magitech music? People who don't like Magitech music also don't like doing Leet River.
Well, all right. I don't like doing Lead River, but I should change the title because we're not doing Music Shuffle. I forgot about
Oh,
that.
that's a
Sorry.
snow
Sorry,
muffler. That's
folks.
a snow muffler in one of the chests in the Magitech factory.
Very nice. Now it's
That
just up
is
to who
very
can
nice.
who could wear it, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
that's a thing. Only I think Umaro and Mog by default can actually wear it. So you got to
Yeah,
find somebody who needs to snuggle up, you know.
and the random equips aren't exactly very high either. Well, Gao can wear it apparently.
Well, that's at least very good.
Magitech 1 bosses. Oh no, and okay, I have to admit,
Oof.
I was thinking to myself, I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking to myself, what if Magitech 1 boss is Magimaster? So I just inherited a bit of
This is your fault.
I just inherited a bit of Hashmalim's hex powers.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't say it out loud. You just said it to yourself.
I was thinking it, and apparently that was enough.
That's not very nice.
Hopefully it's not too bad for him, but I mean he does have Magitech skills, so there is that at least. Yeah, that jump's not gonna be doing anything, my friend. And that's a really backwards commentator's curse, Chief, because I was thinking it but not saying it.
It's not a hex. We need like another word for it. Because we can't reuse hex because there is only one hex Malum. I don't know if we have Berserk either.
No, I don't think so either. I always said the Pyro Curse was running into Goddess too early, but no, this time we got Magimaster.
And that was Zone Seek at the throne. Check the throne. Isn't that a is it a Kanye album or a Jay-Z album? Check the throne.
Oh, I don't know. That's not my music, so I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm asking, because I also I have no idea.
I mean, I will. Oh yeah, and then Red Baron finds out the hard way that Runic takes health, takes the health skill because health is basically just cure 2.
Yeah, well, Runic is somewhat effective against Magimaster, and I say somewhat because Magimaster will, on most of his turns, cast 2 different spells, not just 1.
Right.
And, of course, he does cast stuff that is not runicable. Like, he'll throw elemental skeins at you, or, like, general AoE magic, like Absolute Zero, and you know, other nasty stuff.
I see Falcon. Did he have to reset on Guardian? Because it looks like he had to run back and fight it again. Or was he not the one who fought Guardian? I can't remember.
That was Boo. Boo is at Guardian, and now he's in the Ancient Castle.
Gotcha. I'm having goldfish memory problems.
No, it's fine. There's a lot when there's 4 runners on stream. There's a lot going on, and Red Baron does get past Magimaster. It is only fixed dice, though.
It's fixed dice.
I think that he's at level 22 with his Terra, and he has ran into so many dead checks.
I think he's not gonna be disappointed to see the fixed dice, though. Maybe we'll see.
I don't know. With all the offense that we should have, we have got Illuminas, we got Dragon Boots, we got natural jumpers with dragon horns, right?
True.
When you have this much stuff, right, in a seed flag set rather like this, you just want to go. You don't want to be hampered by dead checks.
And this has been a very dead check heavy seed so far.
Yep, you're welcome, chat.
Oh, Red Baron ran into Kefka. I think you minimized Discord.
There
we go.
Sorry. Yep,
That's
I
fine.
minimized my OBS by mistake. That's what it was.
That's fine. I was just gonna say Red Baron ran into Kefka, so game over, GG.
If only.
If only.
All right, so Falcon Hit gets his Magicite number 4 down in the disgusting bed of pasta there.
It was apparently Raiden, I guess.
Yes.
I didn't see what was on it.
Yeah, it went way too fast for me as well.
That's another thing about a lot of these runners. They can sure conquer the menu boss really quickly too. And if you're Red Baron, are you going to do Magitech 3?
Absolutely not. I will get burned by things like that.
Cover your eyes, everyone.
Oh, you gotta hit the switch first.
Hit the switch. But cover your eyes because he doesn't have any antidote.
Yeah. Oh, Falcon Hit's taking a nap. He's going to the Edgar bedroom. I wouldn't want to sleep in those beds knowing what Edgar is like. Yick.
Yeah, but honestly, when you have no sleeping bags, you're kind of limited on your options. You know what, Chief? I said this on one of my streams like a month ago or something, that I would find it hilarious if the final Kefka tiers could somehow be randomized.
That would be interesting. Another Esper pickup for Falcon Hit. That's Zone Seek, and we see Locke down in the Ancient Castle as well.
Well, Locke is an interesting pickup because now you can check the weapon shop in Narsh along with the Cursed Shield. But at this late stage in the game, if you're getting Cursed Shield, you're hoping it's really low.
Yeah, I wouldn't even bother checking it, to be honest with you. Like, but Locke does open up Phoenix Cave, and that's dragon number 1 down for Boo there, the Ice Dragon. And there are 3 required dragons, so we got to get through them. So
right.
Phoenix
Cave isn't too bad. It's just long. It's just long.
So that's Boo's first dragon. Red Baron has 1 dragon, so I have to mark that off on his thing here. And there we go. I like doing Phoenix Cave early for all the loot. Phoenix Cave late is not that fun.
Yeah, agreed.
And that was a reset from Baron. Did he not like the monster in a box that he saw, I think?
No. He was in Magitech 3.
Oh my god, did he get doomgazed?
I don't know what he saw there.
I mean, when you beat Magimaster, you kind of don't care about what other bosses come up, except for was he out of health because he's poisoned?
Yeah, that could
and he
be
has
true.
no antidotes or a tent will take care of this. Yeah, that's unfortunate. See, this is why, we were talking earlier about you gotta loot to get your consumables, because you don't know that.
Okay, that was the wrong shout out for the runners. My bad, everybody.
All right, yeah, let me. I'll fix that now. So why don't you take over for a second, and I'll fix this now.
So we're seeing that Red Baron is trying to do Magitech 3 again. Jexfrock's taking the monster in a box at the Ancient Castle, which is just a Spectre. He's hoping to find not a retainer, but a Katana Soul, unfortunately. And Boo is finished up doing Egger's checks. So Falcon Hit and Jexfrox will find their lockdown here. Meanwhile, we're still waiting to see what's going to be at the end of Magitech.
It's capture on Locke, which is not very useful.
No, not really.
It's actually like almost less useful than steal.
So we got Falcon has taken on his first dragon now, if I'm seeing this correctly.
Yep, and it was either Seraphim or Minerva there at the weapon shop, and Boo chose the Magicite because he only had 5 at that point. Now he's got number 6. Jexy is picking up the lock as well.
Fortunately, since he has Terra, and I think he's already done the Welk check, he can run back into Narsh on the World of Balance side and pick up that Minerva, which looks like that's what he's going to be doing.
Yeah, I wonder... Oh no, he already did. Already did the Narsh World Tour, so never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's heading straight to behind the Welk check to grab that Minerva. Because the Minerva is a very useful item. It negates a lot of elemental damage.
Yeah, it's the main 3. The Fire, Ice, and Bolt. That's Dragon number 1 down for Falcon Hit, and Dragon number 1 down for Jexferox as well. So all of our runners have unleashed at least one dragon. And we'll see now, after this little encounter, what the Red Baron had to reset out for earlier.
Well, I think he may have been fighting this same exact thing, but we'll see.
So I
kind of half missed that. I apologize. I have been distracted. My bad.
Yeah. So
somebody did kill a gold dragon. Ding.
That was Red Baron.
Red Baron.
He was the only one that killed the gold dragon, and that was at the Opera House. And
it's the RNG boss.
Hey, my favorite punk band, Rizopas and the Piranhas. We do have a Valiant Knife. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm more of a fan of Haydn and the Haydnites band.
Yep, that lower left Haydnite playing stand-up bass. Anyway. All right, so there's Doomgaze on Boo's screen.
I don't know where Boo is at to find Doomgaze.
He's based on the background, he's got to be at South Figaro Cave doing a locks check, right?
Oh, yeah.
We do have Valiant Knife for Realm, so that's why everybody's looking for an offering. Edgar got a little sun. Yeah, he also forgot to put his Just for Men in his hair as well. One of the great things about Worlds Collide is you could change the palettes of the sprites. That's my favorite. You could also change the sprites themselves, which I don't really like doing, because then on checks that you could peek to see what the reward is, you have no idea what the hell's going on, right?
It's a real guessing game after that.
Yeah. It's just I guess we're going to do it anyway, right? So it negates the benefit of any of the peekable checks. So
we're going to see what's at the end of Magitech 3 here shortly, because Red Baron conquers the RNG, and Boo is having a rough time with Doomgaze.
Yeah, Doomgaze is about as much fun as as trying to shave with a cheese grater. Meanwhile, the Colosseum, there's a Mega Elixir in there for a hyper risk, so Jexferox is going to reap the rewards, and Red Baron still doesn't have a cure for that poison. That Gao is on 1 HP in a dream here.
Yeah, that's rough. Fortunately, he's gonna get a free story heal here, so
yeah.
But yeah, that's rough, and it looks like Alexander at the end of Magitech 3 and Poltergeist.
Ooh.
Oh boy,
that is just not fun at all.
it's spicy. Spicy. No, you're right. It is not fun at all. Poltergeist does can do some really nasty stuff. He'll flick stop on one of your characters, and whatever character is stopped, he'll throw Blast Star at it, which will instantly kill it.
Yeah. Fortunately, Poltergeist is weak to stop. I don't know if we have that, but yes, Spicy Chicken, if you have those emotes in the chat. Wendy's for my spicy chicken. I'm not a spicy chicken person, but the chicken sandwiches at Wendy's are pretty good, and it is Storm Dragon up in Narsh here.
Storm Dragon's one of the more difficult ones when the scaling starts getting up high.
Yeah, there's not a lot of resistance to wind in this game at all, right? The Thunder Shield will do some of it. It will negate it to 0, but same with the Minerva.
Red Baron, I would not go with Ice Beam. I would just stick with Magitech Missile.
Yeah, so...
You would think that he's vulnerable to ice like that, but I don't think he is. I think he's just vulnerable to poison.
That is correct. Tech Missile also is a magic defense ignoring ability, and it will inflict sap or seizure, and it's more powerful than any of the elemental beams, right?
And
so you just...
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's almost on flare levels of power, but not quite.
Yeah, there's no point in using anything else other than Tech Missile. Boo finding that there's a Bahamut that he's going to be taking away from some orphans. What a jerk. At Mobliss.
Bad guy.
Yeah. That's why why we boo him. Boo. Boo. Boo this man.
Is Boo actually going to do the Mobliss? I mean, he does.
He should. Yeah, he should.
Oh yeah, he's doing it. Okay.
Yeah, so the thing with Mobliss is the first boss is Funbaba 3, so he'll blow 2 of your party members away, right?
Yeah.
And if you have party members that are up in the air jumping while doing that, then those party members will not get blown away. So what I think he did is he unequipped the Dragoon stuff so that this way he could dictate who Funbaba blows away. You see, he took Locke down and killed him, so Funbaba will always blow away dead party members before alive ones. So Locke will get blown off the screen, and I think he's hoping that that realm sticks around to get more levels. So that's a pretty smart play here.
Yeah, I was not aware that that's how Funbaba would work. Learn something new every day, I swear.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're finding Umaro at Tritalk.
Little French vanilla action here.
Yeah.
No, Yeti, get back in your cell. Go down in the hole.
Red Baron is powering through that poltergeist slowly but surely.
Yeah, 400 damage a swing is not very good.
And it looks like Tentacles is the Mobliss boss.
Oh, this is awful with 2 players.
Yeah.
Thankfully, that bottom left one is susceptible to instant death, so it gets yeeted. I must go. My people need me. Is basically what Terra just did to him.
It's kind of funny. I keep forgetting which one is actually vulnerable to instant death, so I'm always going after the bottom right one, but when it's actually the bottom left one.
Yeah. That's real. I mean, each of the tentacles has their own strengths and weaknesses. The only one that I really remember is the bottom left one is susceptible to instant death. And most of them absorb water, so don't throw water edges at them. That's also bad. You'd think them being pasta, it would make sense. They absorb water, right?
right. Yeah, but like you said, this is definitely a boss you do not want to run into with only 2 characters, especially if they wind up grabbing both of them.
And Red Baron gets through. Very nicely done.
Wow.
Picking up another Magicite.
Good job, Baron. I give you props for that one. That was a tough fight.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. And that's another Magicite over for Falcon hit. It is, drum roll, Stray.
Stray.
All right.
Now you don't have the Yeti yet, so there's no sense in dropping down there. Speed +2 with Fire 3.
That's that. So speed is a good stat for your jumpers, right? Because the faster your character is, the more times they'll get up in the air and then back down. So that's good to put on your jumpers or anybody who's slow.
And Boo gets through the tentacles.
Yep, so he'll pick up Magicite number 8 there, so he just needs 1 more in order to be in final Kefka mode. But
he's got to get 2 more dragons, too.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Yep. However, he... I would assume with 8 characters, you would try and go for skip.
Yeah.
So yeah, the requirements are 6 characters, 9 espers, 3 dragons to unlock Final Kefka. You could do a skip at either 9 characters or 12 espers or 20 checks, and there's a second skip at 22 checks. I just couldn't fit all that on the screen.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff to try to fit on the screen, along with all the rest of the objectives that are on here, which give you a bunch of free high-powered items.
Yeah, so if you want to take a look at the seed yourself, I believe that's one of these stupid things works. There it is. That's the flag set that we're using. And Jex is going to fight the Gold Dragon, and Falcon Hit has given us that sweet, sweet MTech music.
Falcon Hit's gonna really enjoy what he finds down at Magitech 1.
Boo is also going to be following him right in. So Falcon and Jex were following each other for a while, but now it looks like Boo is going to say, you know what, I'm going to follow Falcon Hit's lead now.
Yeah,
there are no dumb questions, Hashmalum, only dumb people. I mean, no, you're allowed to you're allowed to ask whatever questions you want. It's fine.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. We're here to answer questions. We're here to answer questions and be entertaining, but most of the time we succeed at answering questions.
And insulting our audience. Yeah, it's a 2 for
Exactly.
It's a 2 for 1 here.
But it's Hashmalum, you know. We have this hate relationship going on. No, I'm kidding. I love Hashmalum. He's a buddy.
We did see Baron grab his 4th Esper out of the sealed gate cave.
Yep.
I can't speak either today. Signs you're a great commentator, knowing how to speak.
Falcon Hit's about to get Magimaster.
I thought I had seen Berserk on one of these Espers. It's clearly not that one, though.
I'm not sure. I have completely missed the magics. Apparently he's got Merton, though. Falcon Hit's got Merton from somebody.
Yeah, and we've got some elemental protections. I've seen elemental shields and Minervas and all that. Jaxi taking down his 3rd and final dragon.
And the Red Baron is finding his Ultros 3 at the Esper Cave.
Yeah, so
no Hash, you're not a jerk. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
So with Magimaster, you always want to open up your first attack on Magimaster with the heaviest thing you could throw at him that is elemental based, right? Because he'll do his wall change and he'll be immune to every single element except for 2. He will absorb a different one and he'll be weak to just 1. So chances are you're not going to pick the correct 1 out of 8. So hit him hard first and then do defense ignoring or non-elemental stuff afterwards. Like Tech Missile.
Jex Rocks is hitting up Hauser's Mansion, which we already know, I believe, was a dead check.
Yep, that was a red cap or a pearl lance or...
I believe it was a red cap.
I don't know, it was nothing good. We have all the items in the world, like we said at the beginning. We just we just want to go.
We're not hurting for items, that's for sure.
Well, it looks like both of these runners are going to take the long way to beat Magimaster, and you'll see how much easier it was for the Red Baron with Magimaster at lower levels. He hits a lot harder, and he's got a lot less HP.
Yeah, absolutely. It's still a bullfight either way, but you would much rather fight Magimaster with lower scaling.
Meanwhile, looks like Red Baron is going to finally do his Narsh World Tour to pick up Gogo and Edgar and that other dead check. It was Pearl Lance or Red Cap, or don't remember which.
It was a Pearl Lance, I believe. But yeah, I'm kind of curious. I'm still blown away by Jex letting Gogo just take the dive. So I'm actually kind of curious to see if Red Baron will actually take Gogo or have him take the dive.
Yeah, I, it's something. It's a choice. It's definitely for the memes. So Jax has got +1 meme points on the stream, and Boo takes down Magimaster. So let's talk about why Boo is going with a party of 3 instead of a party of 4 here. So this particular flag set has split XP on. So I think his strategy is, let's just roll with 3 ridiculously good characters versus 4 just pretty good characters, right? And that's certainly a strategy you could make.
That is definitely a big strategy for dealing with split party XP.
Yep. Oh, I forgot Magimaster was the dead fixed ice check too. Yikes. Tech Missile Go-Go. I don't think you could equip Magitech as a Go-Go command, but you could certainly mimic somebody doing Magitech or somebody doing Tech Missile, right?
Absolutely. It's like there are certain skills that are coded in the game that actually come with Worlds Collide, like Magitech and Shock, that can't be put on Go-Go, but you can mimic them.
Yep. Health is another one, right? Because that's from
correct
from Bannon. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with Boo's stream. It's not his stream. It's whatever software I'm using to capture him is just saying, yeah, you're gonna get Flipbook Boo instead of normal Boo. So I apologize for that, but I've tried to refresh my player a few times, and there's not really much I could do. Unless anybody else in the chat has a suggestion for me. And it's only him. And it was because he showed up late. So this is why, kids, you don't show up late to the community race, because otherwise you get Flipbook stream instead of normal stream. Alright, so it looks like Boo has got just dragons to beat, and then he'll be in Kefka mode. Or he could do one more check. He'll unlock the skip with one more check as well. He doesn't even have to recruit his 9th character, because he's at 19 checks, and dragons count as checks, fun fact.
Yeah. Yeah, so he can absolutely get his two dragons, get the skip, and just go straight to Kefka, hopefully. And it looks like he's going to go hit the gold dragon up at the Opera House. Meanwhile, Jexrox is testing out his auction house luck.
That is definitely some expensive leather armor. What was that? The 50K item?
It was. Maybe it was a 50K item. I didn't see it. That is expensive leather armor, though. Yes, you're right. You are right. So he didn't get the Zelfer luck out of that. So now he's going to try again. As far as total number of objectives done, Kilbasiago, I'm going to say Boo, because he has his Espers, he has his characters. He's 2 dragons short of being able to enter Final Kefka, and only 1 check short of being able to get a KT skip. So even after he gets his dragons done, he'll be able to go straight to the statues.
So 50K Ragnarok, that's worth it in the auction house.
I agree.
Yeah, so Boo just
KT skip.
Yeah, so Boo just needs his, like you said, his 3rd dragon. So I think he is in the lead. Falcon Hit will be getting his 9th Esper here at the end of the Indiana Jones fun spectacular minecart ride here, with the amazing Mode 7 graphics. So he'll almost be in Final Kefka mode. He just needs one more dragon, I believe.
Apparently, one of the fixed encounters at Kefka and Narsha we did not see was a Master Pug.
Oh, wonderful!
And Red Baron's gonna have to deal with that. Oh no, he got the Pterodon on this one.
Yeah, he must have missed the skip or a soldier skip, right? So it looks like Boo's our first runner into Kefka's Tower, 56-25-ish here.
Man, when a 130 doesn't work anymore, right? But this was designed to be a very fast seed.
Yep. So Hefe's got a strat here. So Boo needs one more dragon in order to get final Kefka. You could obviously hop into Kefka's tower whenever you want with 1.0. So what Hefe suggests is do the skip to get in, kill the dragon and everything kill one dragon and everything on the center path. Warp back out, and you will have enough for skip a second time, but he does have to do one more check, right? So he's at 20 checks now. He needs to get 22. Right, he needs to get 22 checks to get the second skip. So this will be his third dragon, but he'll need one more check in order to get that skip. Now, he could go and defeat the other dragon in Kefka's tower, and there's your other check. Now, here's an interesting thought, and I hope Chad is ready for this one. You could actually go beat Toilet Atma, and that could be your 22nd check. So may we see a Toilet Atma on stream. That would be awesome.
Yeah, people don't ever... I mean, Toilet Atma is...
It's a choice.
It's a choice. It's out of, quote-unquote, out of the way, on the way.
It's a choice. And I approve that choice.
Will Boo do it for the memes, though? Hi, Green Monkey. How are you today? Sometimes you gotta go. Yeah. Well, no, never mind. I'm not touching that one. Not touching that one.
Yep. So Jex Varrock's unfortunately fighting Doomgaze here at the South Figaro Cave. And Boo is back out of the tower. He needs, like we said, one more check in order to get the skip again.
It looks like he's gonna save outside and just go ahead and do his skip and jump straight in, hoping for some not so difficult bosses. I mean, we have seen Guardian, we have seen Magimaster. We do know Poltergeist is not in there, though he may not know that. But there are still quite a few. There are still quite a few annoying bosses. No, Hashmalom, he did not use the first skip. He jumped into Kefka's tower to get his final dragon, and is now using the now going back out to use the skip.
Yep. So that would have been interesting. I don't know which would have been faster, right? To do it the way that Hefe described, of using the skip. Well, you'd have to defeat either another dragon or Toilet Atma to get your second skip. So the way that Boo's doing it is faster because he doesn't have to, take on an additional boss.
It's definitely efficient because now he skips whatever is at Inferno to get the second dragon anyway. So.
Yeah, so Boo is going to drag like a couple of characters. Here's an interesting thing, though. Since Boo has only leveled up 3 characters, right? He went with a 3-party team for most of the seed. He's not going to have as much firepower in these Kefka Tower fights, right? He's going to have one strong character and then just meat shields, essentially, with him.
Pretty much.
So we'll see how bad these fights are for Boo.
And we see Jex Rocks is about ready to get his Rude Awakening in Magitech 1. And we see Ultros. Ultros 4. Okay, so that's not a bad fight at all.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't give XP, but at this point, Boo doesn't need XP, right?
Right.
Oh, and Celeste's jumping, too. That's kind of annoying, but whatever. It's not a huge
really
deal.
Hoping. Yeah, at this point, Boo is really hoping to find some not so hard bosses to get through KT or get through the statue area really quickly.
All right, Jax, what's the plan for Magimaster here? Looks like he's scrolling through his stuff to figure out what to do. And the answer is brute force.
I mean, that's when all you have is a hammer, all you see are nails.
Yeah, Tech Missile is the only play here. And there is Falcon Hit picking up Magicite number 9, so he will be in Dragon mode, I guess, after another bite of the spicy chicken.
Yeah. I mean, he's running. He's also running into.
Oh, he's got stop.
Yeah, he's also running into Poltergeist a lot later than what Red Baron did. So he has some power behind him.
He's got stop. This is easy fight, easy clap, easy. This is not going to be a problem.
Boo is still up on trying to get Chupon down. So
yeah. With an untargetable jumper, right? Your first hit will hit the target that you want, but then the second through fourth will not. So that's
at least he got Ultros down now. So
yeah. So now he will hit Chupon at least twice every turn. So it's Tech Missile Terror versus Magimaster. Place your bets in chat.
Oh, Jax. Poor Jax.
Oh, well. Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Whoo, the miss.
Woo!
Oh,
So
the whiff.
close.
The whiff. Minerva does not protect you from poison. Or from being doomed. So.
Oh, that was a nice heal off that absolute zero.
And there it goes. There it goes.
Oh man, that was
Cheeks unclenched. We did it, folks.
All right, we can all breathe now. We can all breathe now. He made it through.
Meanwhile, Falcon Hit is still trying to find his blue cheese for the spicy chicken. I mean, we said that he has stop, so this fight is not going to be a problem. It's just going to take time.
It's gonna take a little time, yeah.
Because Poltergeist is extremely high physical defense, high magic defense, and
we find Narapa.
Yeah, this is a waste of time. It's literal waste of time.
I mean, Terra's got Magitech. Just throw out Xfer.
Yep.
Narapa is vulnerable to instant death.
Interesting the order of Gogo's skills there. he put Runic at the bottom, and then Magic after that, and then Item near the top. So we know what Gogo's priorities are: to do nothing useful.
Just do nothing useful. He's an item mule is what he is. And the Red Baron's finding his Guardian check at the engine room.
So, question for the chat. It's on topic but off topic. So there's a theory floating around that Gogo might be Shadow's partner Barum, that he left to die, but since he never dies on screen, movie rules apply. He didn't actually die. What do we think? Oh, this is not a fun fight here.
I mean, I would actually find it kind of funny if that was true, but I don't think it's true.
That would be kind of intense. There is no reveal, and obviously it's a little different with Shadow being extremely foreshadowed that he's Realm's dad, and I think the developers even said it in an interview years later, but they haven't said anything really about Gogo. And there goes Inferno. Wow, okay, never mind.
Inferno just got put down.
Yeah, so that's our one hard boss that we've seen in Kefka's Tower so far.
Green Monkey says that Umaro is actually Barum. That's funny.
He grew out his hair.
That Falcon hitting his doom gaze.
Little did we know that Barum was a doomsday prepper, and he just he hit down like a giant shaft.
And apparently he's beholden to Mog as well. So figure that one out.
So what is Falcon Hit going for? As I'm being a terrible tracker today.
He's at South Figaro Cave. He's doing the tunnel armor check where Doomgaze is.
Yeah, maybe he's looking for that last character, or hitting 20 checks.
Maybe yeah, that's true. Maybe he is trying to hit the skip. But I am apparently not able to see Boo anymore. Oh, nope, there it goes. I was trying to see what he was about ready to do. Then I was like, oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, he's got one more boss to go in his boss gauntlet.
Yeah.
And we'll see who it is here.
I mean, so far it hasn't been too bad for him, so...
It's some dinosaurs. No, I'm just kidding. Clearly forgot the Moogle charm.
Yep.
And Doomgaze does not like Realm. He's like me, doesn't like little children.
Children are overrated.
And unfortunately, Realm is not going to get that XP, but with split XP, it actually means the characters that are alive get more XP than you would if the split XP flag was not on.
Yep.
Or off.
I
don't know. I hate double negative flags. They really mess with your brain.
Number 24. So we got mini Magimaster at the Goddess statue. So really, Kefka's Tower didn't have bad bosses at all at the statues. We don't know what was at the Inferno spot, but I mean, really the only bad one was Inferno at Poltergeist. So I mean, but he went down pretty quickly for Boo.
Yeah.
Everybody likes Realm, Hashmalum. Realm is the murder child for a reason. The only reason why people like Realm is because she kills things quickly.
She makes seeds better.
All right, we see Falcon Hit heading up to Kefka's Tower as well, taking the statue skip.
Do they have their third dragon? Let's cheat and look at their tracker. No, they don't have their third dragon, so they're gonna no, this is fine. They will take the middle group down and step on the switch again, so the platform lowers, and then go fight the dragon.
Gotcha.
Yep. Meanwhile, Boo defeats Magimaster at home.
And
Mom,
Jax
I want to
getting
fight
his spicy
Magimaster.
We have Magimaster at home.
So yeah, third chunk of spicy chicken on the stream tonight. Everybody's going home with full bellies, and it looks like Falcon Hit.
And a lot of indigestion.
Falcon Hit, I think, put the wrong party at the wrong spots. However, he just wasted his skip, so he should probably reset instead of do this. No, don't save. Don't do that.
Don't save.
Don't save. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No, don't do. Okay,
No.
he chose a different save. Okay. Whew. There we go. Whew. I feel like Denzel Washington in that GIF, you know. Whew.
Boo is now hitting up Final Kefka at 109, almost 110.
All right, Red Baron has got Dragon number 2 down. And let's see, Boo, what you gonna do?
Boo made this seed his slave, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He really ran through this seed really well.
Yep. Putting Go-Go in the final party is a good call. You could mimic Tech Missile. So in order to get to the switches, right, to get to the dragon, what you have to do is you have to cycle through each of your 3 parties so that they quote-unquote activate the switch that you land on when you choose the statue option. So this will activate the stairs that goes back down to the dragon spots that are before the statue switches, if you will. Right? So that's, if you ever want to do a skip but want to take the dragons inside of Kefka's Tower, you basically have to cycle through each of your 3 parties to activate the switches in order to make that happen.
Now here's another interesting thing that did not get brought up. We saw Boo using Fenrir on tier 1 of Final Kefka, but multi-summon is on. So
Okay.
he'll still have that option to use Fenrir on tier 3.
That's good. That's good to know. Because if you quote unquote waste it, then that's sort of like a feels bad moment, you know.
And we see okay, so Kefka's tower bosses were really nothing at all because at Inferno spot is leader.
That is, yeah. I would have went for the X-Fur just to save time, but
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Realm just took a chunk of axe.
yeah. Leader wanted to ask her a question or ask her a
Wow.
question.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
But yeah, I mean,
usually that
really the
you.
only. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say usually you only see like stuff like that happen with normalize and distort on, but that was
But
insane.
yeah, I mean, really the only really pain boss that we saw at Kefka's Tower was Inferno at the Poltergeist statue, and that wasn't. And at least for Boo, that wasn't really all that bad.
Yeah, I was hoping that people didn't figure out the fact that I failed that pun so bad. Thanks, Hash. Ben Gold asks, Dad, are you winning? Or Son, are you winning? Boo is actually winning right now. He's on tier 2 of Kefka. Made quick work of tier 1. I didn't even see him really do much on tier 1. But that's the power of Fenrir.
Ran through it. He ran through it. He's got a lot of power behind him. Uh-oh.
Opening Quake from Dirt Dragon. You hate to see it happen. That's a reset there.
But yeah, he's starting to run into a few issues on tier 2. He's got two people down. He's trying to get up really quickly. Final Kefka is not scaled.
Did he not save after getting axed a question by leader? See, I didn't screw it up that time.
I don't know.
I did it right.
Well, it looks like he's jumping back at the
he's doing it. He's doing it again for the entrance. So yeah,
he's gonna go hit the dragon. That's what he's doing.
Oh yeah, he's taking the other dragon. All right. Yeah, Dirt Dragon is the quote unquote worst or hardest dragon as far as dragon goes, because unless you have Gaia gear, which nobody really ever picks up all that often, because other than it being earth resistance equipment, it's not really anything to write home about, right?
Yeah.
There's not really much protection against things like Quake, and after every attack, it seems, he counterattacks with Honed Tusk, which is a very high damage physical attack. So he's not a fun dragon to see.
Boo
and even
has
if you
2 characters down again.
And this is 10 hits, right? So this is either the last or second to last part of this boss. So it looks like he left something else. Probably Magic got muted at some point. Because Magic is hilariously susceptible to being muted. Jexy is in the tower.
Okay.
So looks like we're definitely having a race between second and third place here between Jex and Falcon Hit. And Red Baron is not far behind either. He's going to pick up Esper number 8 here at the South Figaro Cave.
Yep. And
so he just needs one more.
Yep, looks like Boo is going to lose Go-Go after tier 2.
Wah, wah, wah.
Tier 3 is where it's going to get interesting for him, though. He's going to have to knock out Girl pretty quick and hope he doesn't fall into a meteor hole on sleep.
I mean, Terra's got 5,000 HP. She should be alright.
Yeah.
Locke with 32 HP, though, probably not going to be okay.
Probably not.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, so the White Dragon is much, much easier because you can mute the White Dragon after getting annoyed by a few spells being cast right away. And that basically makes this fight free as well. So, good choice in, warping out of the tower, recognizing, hey, Dirt Dragon's a pain in the you-know-what. Let me try this other dragon here.
And Boo burns a Mega Elixir to make sure his stuff don't die again.
Yeah, a lot of runners save the Mega Elixir for final Kefka, right? For Fallen One, but if you don't ever get to Kefka, then it doesn't matter.
Right.
You know, that cost me a race one time, and that was the advice that a more experienced runner gave me. It's like, it doesn't matter if you're saving it for something else. If you don't make it to tier 4, then who cares?
Hash Malone says he had 2 of them, so okay, that was a good use of it then. At least to try to make sure you survive through tier 3, because tier 3 can be a real pain when sleep starts getting lower on hit points. He starts belting out really powerful magics.
And there it is, Dragon number 3 down for Falcon Hit.
And now Falcon Hit can use his Warp Stone to get out and hit the skip himself. And now Boo is moving on to tier 4. Jexrock's reset on Inferno, it looks like.
Oh no. That's not fun. Red Baron taking his last dragon here at the top of Narsh. The Storm Dragon, weak to Thunder, of which we have Bolt. And run away, Mog. Don't want to get eaten by doggos.
Red Baron is having real bad time with Storm Dragon.
Yeah, well, you said it, right? These dragons, they become pretty swole later on in the seed, so that's why Boo wanted to take on a few of them early, right? And it made a lot of sense to do that strat.
Oh, he went straight past Fallen One, straight into Goner now.
Yeah, with Realm swinging those Valiant Knives ×4 with like 200 damage.
Yeah. And there it is. Final Kefka down.
GG's to Boo.
GG's Boo.
Coming in at 118.54. GG, Boo.
That was a really good run right there. Even if we only got to see a portion of it.
Yep.
I'm
Glorious 4 FPS.
Glorious 0.25 FPS.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I will have to figure that out. That has never happened to me before, where just it looks fine on Twitch, and then through the player that you use to rebroadcast, it's just choppy.
Yeah.
That's so.
Yeah, Karazak, that was a really good time. I mean, I kind of figured it would at least be a 130 seed, but yeah, that was really good. It was just under 120.
Yep, and Red Baron with his third dragon down is hitting up the tower now.
And we are joined by Boo. Hey Boo, GG's.
Thanks.
So that was a really good time for you, just under 120.
Yeah, that went all right. I forgot a lot of the flags. I forgot a lot of the objectives. I had no idea what I was going to do. I lucked into the Kefka's tower skip because I was going to go searching for more espers. I remembered it was 11 espers, or I needed one more character, but I didn't really have any good checks left to get a character, that weren't short. So I was like, I'll go to the auction house. And then I thought, oh, well, I got to kill another dragon. I'll do that before I advance the scaling. And then that was it. So just kind of lucked into that one. But other than that, had some, obviously we all started with really great stuff. And I was only, I had enough to get me by probably the whole seed, but I was only looting to find earrings or hero rings and an offering. And I managed to find both, not super early, but relatively early, and so that kind of just set me for a while. Except Realm couldn't wear a single piece of body armor in the whole game.
But you could wear a Valiant knife though, and you made really good use of that.
Yeah, I debated putting a fourth person in there, but I mean the XP just wasn't good enough. Where it wasn't going to be level, with split XP. That was going to
Right.
end up in Kefka's tower at level 30 or something. So just decided to roll with it and use some magic when I needed to, and it all worked out pretty well.
Well, that's good. This seed was
Oh
these
no.
flags were made specifically to go really fast, and you definitely took good advantage of that.
Yeah, not too bad. I was fairly pleased with it. I was getting real low on Phoenix Downs there at the end, and I didn't have any life skills or anything, so I thought this is going to be fun, especially when I forgot to equip my Moogle Charm. Got my Moogle Charm holder killed, so I had to wake him up with the Phoenix
Yeah.
Down, just wasting him. So, but and then I forget who I was fighting, but I got stuck in some death loop with Realm. Had to burn 3 or 4 of them in there, and that was stupid. But it worked out.
Doomgaze always makes things fun, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you started this. You started with, I think you were at 7 characters and 1 Esper at that point. Now, does it being so top heavy one way or the other change your routing, or are you still going to do the same things you were doing before, but just crossing your fingers that you would get Espers instead of characters at that point?
No, I mean it definitely changes it because I was only going to go for the stuff that was likely to be an Esper to do. I wasn't necessarily doing just the Esper stuff first because that skip still needed 9 characters, so I thought there's no real harm in going for checks that have characters, but I wasn't going to do any that were, well, I say I wasn't going to do any that were really long, but I went ahead and did Ancient Castle because I like doing stuff that I don't think other people are going to do, just to see if it'll give me an advantage. Then again, everybody made it. Maybe everybody did it. I don't know. But
Yeah, I think
so yeah,
almost
Disney-
everybody did it.
I was
Okay.
gonna say I think we did see most of the people do Ancient Castle. Well, maybe not most. Only a couple people picked up Lock, as far as I know. So, and that's who was waiting at the bottom of Ancient Castle.
No, well, we all
Nope,
they
everybody
all
did.
they all
Never
got
mind.
they all got
Okay.
well, having the 3 required dragons and having somebody who's got a check that you could route a dragon in kind of is like hint hint wink wink, go do this, right? So
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I can't read the track.
Yeah. And that's part of the reason I did it as well, of course, because of the dragon. And that's where I found the offering. So I was gonna keep checking monsters in boxes because I had an Atma weapon also, and then fixed dice if I really wanted to get stupid, which I didn't. But and then I decided
Oh,
once
there
I
were
got that
fixed
offering,
dice galore.
yeah, I think I got 2 of them. Two from dead checks, or one from a dead check and one from a dragon, something like that. I don't know, but I'm not using that crap.
yep.
Especially when you have a Valiant Knife and an Atma weapon, which I never really made use of. But I mean, I had an Illumina and a Ragnar. I think I had every good weapon in the game, like literally every good weapon in the game. And plus, once I found the offering, it was just go time. So
Right.
yeah, it was a good time. I was a little shaky there at the end when everything was super high scaling and starting to throw out Mertens and all kinds of crap. But I think the only thing that helped me beat Kefka with only 3 characters and one of them having no body armor and being a glass cannon was multi-summon. If I didn't have Fenrir that I could cast 3 times in a row, then I don't think I would have lived through that.
Absolutely.
But anywho, that was fun, and it's been a while since I've been able to. Well, I mean, I think I've raced once or twice in the past couple months, so it's good to knock the rust off. And I appreciate you guys putting on the show.
Not a problem. Thank you for racing today, and thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and also huge shout out and thank you for organizing the ongoing tournament that we have, the Battle Royale 2020. Really appreciate the time and effort that you put into it. It's been a lot of fun. We will be having the finals will be at some point, probably not next week from the discussions that I'm seeing, but the week after that, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, just wanted to quickly shout out your organizational skills. Thank you for doing that.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. It's been fun. I like running the tournaments despite some hardships along the way. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We found a format that I think worked out for a lot of people, so everybody could kind of watch each other's races and stuff. So hopefully there'll be more of that coming in the future. And yes, one of our finalists got called out of town, so it will be no race this week, but perhaps this weekend or like a week from tomorrow, maybe. We'll see.
Cool.
So be on the lookout for that.
I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. All right, guys. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you guys at the next one.
All right,
Thanks,
catch ya.
dude. GG.
See ya.
Yay, yay. All right, I've switched the audio up to Jex Rocks, who's on tier 1. Locke looks like he's having a good time.
He's just eating the dirt right there. That's all he wants to do is just eat the dirt.
Yep. So Falcon Hit is back out of the tower. I wonder what the heck they're doing here.
I don't know. It looks like it looks like he's stacking for the other side, but
Oh, maybe he ran into the Inferno wall.
maybe.
I did see Red Baron get. I did see that Red Baron actually wiped to Narappa because he couldn't finish Narappa in the the amount of time. The condemned timers, like, sometimes they're pretty generous. They're like 40 seconds. I think
Not
his
this
were at
time.
like 18, 19, 20. Like,
Yeah,
his timers couldn't even drink, so I felt bad for him.
Yeah, these condemned timers that I saw were all under 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's rough, especially when you know that Narappa is vulnerable to instant death, but none of your instant death spells will want to go off at all.
Yeah, and Narappa has Reflect on, right? So if your party is dependent on magic for offense, then you're in kind of a what do I do here situation.
Right. And Jexrock is hitting up tier 2 now.
All right, let's go. He's just dragging corpses with him, from one battle to the next.
Dragging Realm around this time.
Yeah. So we do have Mute, so that takes care of magic. We're going to try and take care of tools here. And then we're just left with Hit and Tiger.
Yeah, and honestly, out of all of these, Tiger is the most infuriating because he does some really bad status effects. Not the big one being zombie. He can zombie your characters, which makes them uncontrollable, and it can lead to a very bad time.
Yeah. It's a good song by the Cranberries, not a very good status effect in Worlds Collide. I am not a fan of the newer cover version by
I have heard it.
Bad Wolves, I think is the band. I there's just something missing with it. Like, you could tell when the Cranberries sung it, like, there was pain and sorrow behind it, but like the cover version, the dude's like, yeah, let me just cash in on some rep.
I'm going to say that I don't mind the cover version, but I definitely prefer the Cranberries version.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to be like, okay, I'm just gonna go hard, then yeah, you can have the cover version. But Cranberries version had a reason behind it. So, but anyway, we're digressing.
Hey, this is you come for the Worlds Collide, you stay for the hot takes on cover tracks and grunge music. Anyway,
I'll tell you what, I got some real hot takes on some stuff. You want to hear my Worlds Collide hot take? My Worlds Collide hot take is I would much rather do Cultist Tower with nothing but Bolt 1 rather than doing Zone Eater.
Oh, yeah, I do Zone Eater first if I have Go-Go in my party. And if I have a Warp Stone. If I don't, I'm less inclined, but if I have Go-Go in my starting party, we're definitely doing Zone Eater first.
Right.
There's 10 treasure chests down there. There's at least 3 bridge throws that you can count on.
Hey, Hashmalum, there are 3 reasons why I hate doing Zone Eater, and they're all on that bridge.
Yep. That's the only annoying part of the whole thing. I've gotten the 2 cycle of the ceiling room down. If you practice enough, you could do it. But yeah, the Chancellor thing is the most annoying thing.
The RNG on those things is just annoying, because especially the second guy, he loves staying on the left-hand side.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to sneak up next to him, like sniff him, and then jump onto the other railing.
Yeah.
I've gotten my fair share of squishes on stream, though.
I've gotten my fair share of
It looks like
squishes trying to do a 2 cycle, but so I just play. I only ever play it safe on that anymore.
we got another cover hot take in the chat. The 9 Inch Nails and Johnny Cash Hurt are equally as good. completely disagree with that.
I actually will agree with that.
No way.
Because I mainly because Johnny Cash doing a cover on that song is something you would never have expected, and he did it really well, I think.
Don't watch the music video. You will know that somebody is cutting onions somewhere in your house. It is. It's real hitting the feels, man. Edgar getting reduced, but with Sword Tech and Sword Tech 5 specifically, you basically have a free heal because it will absorb. Yeah, Empower will absorb HP and MP from a random target. So there you go. Thanks for the heal.
But Jex still has. He's still just dragging corpses around, so.
Yeah. I don't even like the original Hurt 9 Inch Nails song at all. I can't stand it.
Okay,
no
chat.
likey.
Okay, chat. How about this? What was it? Smooth Criminal. Michael Jackson or Alien Ant Farm?
I mean, they're both good versions. That's one, like, Sound of Silence is also another one where, yeah, the cover version is very different than the original, and they're both really good.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and really Disturbed doing Sound of Silence is kind of the way they did it was really surprising as well. Looks like chat prefers Alien Ant Farm. Me,
Wow.
I like the Michael Jackson version personally, but that's what I grew up with. So
Yeah. It's hard to argue. Double flare proc here from Ragnaroks, and Red Baron is having some issues with Narapa. Cancel his subscription.
man, yeah, that's tough. And we're getting a train out of Fleet
Choo
now.
choo.
Yeah, Bad Wolves Zombie. That was the name of the cover band on that one.
Yeah, I don't like it. But whatever. I'm weird.
Now, I don't know how many people know about this band that I'm about to mention because they're one of my favorite bands and I've seen them like 5 times live and they're really good. But they're okay. We got In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. There's a cover version of it that was done by In This Moment that is really good.
Oh no, Calmness. Oh no, Celeste. So Celeste's timer ran out while she was up in the air jumping.
Oh wow.
So when she landed, she just basically just didn't get on her feet. She just fell out of the sky.
Now he's going for two characters on Kefka. No, Hashmalum, I've seen In This Moment.
Oh no, In This Moment is great. Phil Collins in the Air Tonight is one of my least favorite songs of all time. It is awful. That's another music hot take. I can't stand it.
I will respect your opinion. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Yep.
But yeah, as far as what that was talking about In This Moment, I love it.
Yep. They're actually playing in a place close to me very soon. So
nice.
maybe I'll go see them.
They put on an awesome show, and I absolutely love Maria Brink as a lead singer. She is very awesome too.
All right, well, Falcon Hit is up to tier 2. So this will be interesting with Jax. He's got only 2 characters here for this final fight. Here comes the Fallen One, so that's what you save up your Mega Elixirs for.
This is going to be a little slow for him, but if he plays it very carefully, he could definitely pull it out.
Yeah, this final battle is always a dance, right? Because you have to... Kefka has different scripts based on what HP levels he's at. So
right.
It's kind of like a dance between, Yeah, we don't want any hyperdrives. It's good that they still have the image status, because that'll avoid, these regular counterattacks and Havoc Wing. But
and here comes the Goner charge. So Goner when he's charging up Goner, he's not gonna do any counters. So that's your cue to throw everything you got at him. But he's gonna take this Goner and toss another Megalixir at his party, hope he can get through it.
Yeah, with only 2 characters, you just don't have enough HP to kill Kefka in one go after that.
Right.
This is gonna be interesting. This is another clenching moment here, because that was 9,000 plus the proc, and it looks like it did not anger Kefka enough.
And didn't get countered with Ultima or anything. That's always my concern, is whenever I'm fighting Kefka and I'm not sure where he's at, I'm like, okay, is this gonna proc Ultima? Is this gonna proc Ultima?
Yeah, because that's the one. I mean, Terra's got 4k HP. She'll be fine. He could eat 1 Ultima, but the problem is Ultima into Goner. Because Edgar won't, and Goner does, and there it is. Crack pow. Jex rocks. GG 136.57. Hell yeah.
GG.
Excellent job, Jexy.
That was a really good job.
Woo!
Right, now we're seeing Falcon hit, continuing on with Tier 2, and Red Baron is finally got through Narapa, I think.
Narapa, the condemning rapper.
And we are joined by Jex Rocks. GG, Jex.
GG.
So, okay, there is one question that's burning a hole in my soul, okay? Doing the Lone Wolf check, you opted to pick up, you opted to just let Go-Go take the fall.
Yes.
You said no to Go-Go.
It was the worst possible place to possibly find Go-Go. And I wasn't having it.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious, and I was actually kind of wondering. I was like, okay, he grabbed the item, but I wonder if he's gonna go back through to pick up Go-Go again at Mog, and you're like, no, absolutely not, no, I don't want to see Go-Go, don't want to touch Go-Go, let him die.
Yep. My reasoning was because at that point of the game, because Edgar was right there. That's what 1, 2, 3 checks from Edgar alone.
Right.
Plus I had a pile of checks from having Terra in the party, Celeste in the party. Like I had more than enough checks to get the 9 Espers that I needed. So I'm just like, screw 'em. I want none of it. And who knows? Maybe I'll pick up an offering on the way, and I'll be able to put those fixed dice to good use.
Right.
Which I didn't.
But I mean, it still wound up working out for you. Like you said, you had a bunch of checks you could do, along with 3 more that you were potentially going to get anyway out of Edgar, and so you didn't really have to worry about being locked out as Zone Eater, which everybody loves to do.
If I have Go-Go early, I have no issues with that. I will go and do Zone Eater.
Yeah, Zone Eater first, true.
But once you hit him late game, like I was in, you don't want it. You don't want to see him. You don't want to have to deal with him.
So, what were your general impressions of the seed overall? Anyway, I mean, it was built to be a pretty fast seed, and you start off with a whole bunch of stuff right from the beginning, anyway.
There was the Illumina was handy. Picking up the Genji Glove and 2 Ragnaroks was really, really nice. I was not expecting Inferno to whip Edgar that hard. But I was wrong. So, threw the Illumina on him and he started blocking stuff.
Right.
Which was exactly what I needed.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely raced it really very well. That's for sure.
Aside from that, I couldn't remember if the multi-summons was on, but I risked it at the beginning of the Kefka fight with using Fenrir.
Right.
I should have just done a Palador test and see if I could jump twice.
Yeah. Yeah. That was.
Yeah, something less impactful to the final battle, right?
Yes, but mistakes were made and it worked out.
I mean, just sometimes you just fluke right into the right thing.
Now the Magi Master fight, I'm just like, uh-oh. he started hitting me like a truck.
Yeah, we actually saw one of the other runners run into Magimaster early doing Magitech, and it's a bullfight either way when you get to him early or late.
I mean, like, thankfully, you know, M-Tech Missile carried me along with nearly everything that Magi Master hit me with was healing Terra.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a big help. I was gonna try and sneak another Thunder Shield onto Edgar so he could continue using Sword Tech 1 to just up the damage a tiny bit, but I just couldn't get to it fast enough.
Yep, the menu boss is the real boss in this game, isn't it?
The final boss. The real final boss.
Yep. The menu monster.
Speaking of monsters, that is Falcon hit done. 142.56. Crack pow.
GG's.
Get your
Falcon
GG's
hit.
in chat for Falcon hit.
Anyway,
Very nice.
Do you have anything else you want to mention, Jax?
Yeah, anybody who's new to Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide and tuning in for the first time, come join the Discord. We got a wonderful community and a pile of us that are willing to help you get started and all that fun stuff and teach you what how some of the things work and function and all that fun stuff. And aside from that, give a follow to the Restream team and our fellow runners, and also thanks for having me on here, guys.
Oh yeah, and I can't forget to mention that Jax is our resident meme lord of the Sith. So
Yeah, so shout out to you, Jax, as well for participating and for cooking up all of your fun seeds in your lab. I know that a lot of people have been enjoying running those asyncs. So
yes, the Jexy's Mad Doc lab. There's a good one. There's a couple of good ones sitting in there, and I got some more stuff planned out for the future.
Awesome. Well, thanks for racing again, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yep, GG's. Thank you.
GG's, Jax.
All right, and we will drag in our third place finisher, Falcon. Hit. What's going on? GG's. Congratulations on your time.
Hello, thank you very much. Rough seed, especially dying to Dirt Dragon.
Oh my god, yeah.
I saw that Dirt Dragon and I was like, well, this is where my life ends.
Yeah, the beginning quake, which basically said to your party, nope, sit down. It's hard to recover once you get in that big of a hole, and especially with the dragon scale.
Literally big of a hole.
Literal sinkhole, right? So,
yeah.
Did you think about? Well, let's ask what your strategy, I guess, was for this flag set when you saw it overall. You're getting a lot of stuff up front. It's Oprah. Look under your airship. You get an Illumina. You know.
Right. With the split experience, I think that that strategy that they would put 4 on the 3 and then just go up the middle, and then use the KT skip to like put 2 and 2 to make sure I'm the strongest possible. It didn't work in this situation because the KT statues were not very strong. Like
No.
the strongest one was in the middle.
Yeah, the strongest one was Inferno at Poltergeist.
Yeah, so it's just like it didn't work in that situation. But I think it's just like because I didn't see Goddess. I saw Pyro Chicken. And I didn't see Doom. So if there was like a Doom in one of the statues, then having only one character would have been really, really, really tough, right?
Yeah, and I had actually mentioned that the only really rough bosses that we saw were Guardian at Engine, Poltergeist at the end of Magitech 3, and we also had Magimaster at Magitech 1.
Oh, that Magic Master was so tough. I saw that, I was like, Atma weapon? Valiant?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think at one. So was it in your Magimaster fight that at one point it was just a 1v1?
Oh, no.
No, okay, maybe that must have been Red Barons then.
My characters were jumping, so there
Yeah.
was never a point where I could do that. But I was just like shooting, because that Magic Master had like what felt like 50,000 health.
Yeah, Magimaster don't play around.
Yeah.
The game designers seemed to know what they were doing with Magimaster, and that's about it, because there's other bugs all over the game. But Magimaster is coded pretty foolproof, you know?
Also, it was so insulting because after the Magic Master fight, after the Magitech 3, I learned Berserk. And then I was like, oh, I could have used that a lot sooner.
Oh. So not only did you have to fight a tough Magimaster, but you got a real kick the dog moment at the end.
Yeah. It is what it is. I'm just happy I got through the Magic Master fight.
Right.
So you ended up with 8 characters and 10 pieces of Magicite. Were you going for more than one skip into the tower?
Actually, I just lost track of how many Magicite I had.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I didn't have the final KT banner come up, so I must not have enough like Magicite. And then later I saw the KT skip banner come up, and I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense, because I knew I was like keeping track of how many checks that I had, or I knew that I had 7 Magicite at a certain amount at like 17 checks.
Got it.
So I was like, that doesn't make any sense, because I have the Magicite, because I knew that the dragons counted the checks, right? So
Yep.
once I was on 19, I could have just gone into the KT and then killed one dragon, and then I would have had my 20th for my KT skip. So I looked at my tracker and I was like, oh, I have 10 Magicite.
Yeah, sometimes the notifications are after the battle, and sometimes they're like at the very end of battle when you're, holding A to get through all the stuff you learned and all the rewards. It's like, yeah, I don't care about my accomplishments. I know I'm awesome. Just get me on to the next thing,
Yeah.
Yeah, even still, when you're even trying to keep track of your stuff, and you run these randomizers so much that you kind of just get into this little tunnel vision, this zone, and your brain just kind of shuts off, and you're like going on autopilot.
Oh, yeah.
So I completely understand that.
I was like that because I went to my realm on Kefka Part 2, and I hadn't taught it Ice 3, even though we had 2 Magitech that taught Ice 3. I was like, huh, weird. Also, I probably should have gotten the Minerva at the weapon shop, but I was lazy and I didn't want to go back to the Tarot Welk check. But it would have helped me a lot.
It would have
especially-
also counted as another check for your skip.
True.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the dragons seemed very, very difficult at the end. Did you breathe a sigh of relief when you saw it was the white dragon after the dirt dragon? And you're like, oh, I can mute this, and this fight is not a problem anymore.
I was actually kind of concerned because, like, I was hoping it was Red Dragon, right? Because my party was geared, like, could take damage from fire.
Right.
So I was like, oh no. It used Pearl, and then one Edgar dropped, and I was like, oh, okay then. And then, yeah. I got through the initial 3 spells, and then I was like, okay, we're good. Because it could use, like, level Pearl, right? I don't know if it can actually still use that at its current, like, element level.
Right. It can use level Pearl if it's very early in the seed, right? If you find it super duper early, but since that was your 3rd and final dragon, it was scaled out the wazoo, so it was only going to hit you with the best of spells.
Yeah, because my concern was that my party was at a level where it would be hit with that, and then I would be like dead.
You know what? If that happens, you just have to throw your hands up, and you're going to be like, "That's unlucky, man."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to answer. I'm gonna have to answer chat real quick. Boo, I took a look. I went ahead and took a quick look at the flag set, and yes, it was plus 30 levels on the dragons. So it was plus 30 levels on the first dragon, and then plus 30 levels on the second dragon.
Dear God. I thought there was
That's
only
so
supposed to be
rough.
plus 15 each. Whoops.
Whoops.
Yep. Well, I mean, to be fair, in the normal game, the dragons are that high of level, right? So it's
True.
kind of like fighting unscaled dragons, almost. So, anyway, so I believe this is the first time that I've seen you on Restream. How do you think it went? Was it enjoyable? Nerve wracking?
Yeah, it was nerve wracking because I I was doing the thing, but I accidentally went into the statues, and I was like, oh, do I just like rock with the statues
Yeah.
or not?
So what we in chat thought you might have been doing was going
also-
to the statue, right? And then going back to fight your dragon, right? So what you can do is you can land on the statues. You have to cycle through each party as they sit on the switch, and that will activate the stairs in the middle to go back down the stairs, and it will allow the middle party access to both of the dragons on either side. So he thought that's what you might have been doing, but wasn't really sure how.
Yeah, I
So
was
that just for future reference, that and for anybody in chat, that's how you can do it, right? But
Yeah, I know I could have done that, but I was debating. Well,
and
I
then
should have
and then you came back out of the tower and you started going to the menu and you went to save and we're like, no, don't save over your file, because then you would have lost your skip, right?
yeah,
So we were having
was-
we having heart palpitations here in the booth, you know.
yeah. I was just looking to see if I saved or not, because if I did save, then I would have had to I guess gone back and done tunnel armor again.
Right.
But then by then I would have known that I already had the requirements, so I just would have gone to give this out. It's a whole thing, but yeah, I really wanted the experience from the double fight in the middle for my 4 party members, so that's why I reset instead of just trying to go through.
Yep, that
Or
makes
trying to do the
perfect
statues.
sense.
Does make sense, yes.
Yeah, so I think you had a really good race. You had a really good time. Great job, and thanks for volunteering to be on stream. Can't have the races without people to volunteer, and it's not easy to step up to the plate and have yourself be restreamed. So appreciate it.
Yep, GG's everyone. Thanks
GGs.
for streaming me.
No problem. That's all I have. Sin, do you have anything
Yep,
else?
I'm good. That's all I have too.
All right. Well, thank you, Falcon Hit, again. Appreciate it, and awesome job with the race. And we'll hope to catch you on the next one.
Cool.
All right. We have Red Baron. I can't. Do you see where Red Baron is? I don't see him on the screen.
He is currently on tier 2, but he has everybody with Vanish on right now.
Yeah, that was the bad dad joke that I was making.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, he's playing John Cena right now.
Yep. Beep-beep-dee-dee. Yep. So Vanish will work here because 10 hits only does physical attacks. Unfortunately, Dispel is going to throw a monkey wrench into that plan. Okay, he already took the 10 hits, so good. Enough Jigglypuff for moving on to round 3. Unfortunately, that Vanish will allow you to dodge any physical attack, but any magical attack will always hit. So
Yeah.
whatever this is that is going to be thrown his way is not going to be fun. If it's a whirlwind, that's going to be, yo boy, this is this is going to be,
Yep.
it's going to hit everybody but Mog. Yep. There that goes. That's fun.
Yep.
My Battle Royale PTSD is kicking in now with a whirlwind hitting your entire party.
Yeah.
That's how I lost.
Hopefully he still has Fenrir.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he
Multi-summon, right?
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I was meaning hopefully he picked up Fenrir. Now the problem is 2 people are up in the air right now.
Yeah, so Fenrir will cast it on your party as it sits on the ground. Golem will actually protect even party members out in the sky, but whatever, it's multi-summon. Doesn't matter if you
Yeah.
oopsied it. And actually, Terra's image status got wiped away, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing we're getting Fenrir again.
Is on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Red Baron. He had a rough time with both Inferno and Narapa. I saw him reset a couple of times on Inferno as well.
Yeah, when you get to the end, some of the harder bosses being in KT are just never fun because you're not equipped with your full party.
Right.
And he's gonna have to wait trick this here. No, Edgar is gonna be.
Yeah, Edgar's gone.
Edgar is. Yep. So that's one of the annoying things about this fight is, you know, Condemned will get cast, and basically you're on a timer to finish the fight. And since Edgar died, his image status is gone too.
And now he's just kind of hoping he punches out enough damage to not fall into a meteor hole. He's still casting Whirlwind though.
So he's above 10k HP. When he gets down below 10k HP, then he'll cast Meteor on his regular turn and can use it as a counter attack.
Right.
And then it just becomes awful to deal with. So in lieu of playing it safe and defensively and using Empowerer on his Edgar, he's just going to blast right through and see what happens.
He's going to wind up losing Celeste here now. What? Nope. Yep, there it goes.
Well, no. So she'll land. The corpse of Celeste will fall.
That's actually pretty
So
funny.
Celeste she'll do her attack. It's just she'll be dead, right?
He's in the meteor hole now. Okay, here comes the calmness. Misses Mog again. So he's losing two of his power characters going into final Kefka here.
Yeah, so much like Jexy's final Kefka fight, this one's going to be a little slower than usual. And he has Mog in the air, so Mog can potentially dodge a lot of counterattacks.
Well, yeah, I was going to say he's not in the air yet, but yes.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I phrased that terribly. And we got Control Gao coming in off the bench. Let's go. At least he has health.
Yes,
but I don't know what level he's at. This will probably do like not enough healing to even be worth it. I don't know if I'd use So
I mean, he's got one left after this.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, so Train will blind and mute your character, and unlike in vanilla game, blind actually works in Worlds Collide. That's a bug that was fixed, so that properly works now.
There comes the fallen one.
Yeah, so that's where you want your second Mega Elixir for here. The question is, can Locke steal from Final Kefka? Oh, I thought he was going for the steal.
Yeah,
I forget what Final Kefka steal even is. Is it a Mega Elixir?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I know tier 3, it's a Ragnarok and an Atma weapon. I don't remember what Kefka's is. It is a Mega Elixir.
Yeah, it is a Mega Elixir.
Thank you, Jexy.
Yeah, Red Baron's not even being too terribly. Oh, here comes a hyperdrive. I was gonna say Red Baron's not being too terribly concerned about counter spells. About counters. He's just going full. He's going full ham on this.
Yeah. Well, we did get a set of breakable rods at the very beginning of the seed, and rods will do a full power tier 2 elemental version of whatever it is you're throwing. So that's a good thing to do. Unfortunately, here comes Goner. I don't know if his party has enough HP to tank this.
Yeah,
not.
this is gonna.
So this is we're clenched once again. And it did nothing to it did nothing to Terra and Locke. Locke has a Valiant Knife, so the lower HP, the better for him as far as things are concerned. So this is the best counterattack you want to see, Revenger. It just removes
Right.
any positive status ailments that your party has during battle. We're getting into dangerous counterattack territory, but at the same time...
This is definitely clenching time.
Yep. At the same time, right, the alternative is to wait for Goner, and then you're going to have to heal to tank another Goner.
And there's a Havoc Wing taking out Locke.
All right, Terra is still up.
Here comes another Goner.
All right, so this is the Hail Mary play. If this Fire 3 doesn't kill Kefka, then that is a GG for Red Baron. I did not hear the crack pow.
Oof.
And that's a Goner. That's going to do even more damage than the other Goner did. So Goner is affected, or Goner does do split damage, right? So if you have more than one party member up, it will do half the amount of damage to all of your party members. Versus if you just have one, right, then you take all of the damage. And Goner does not ignore magic defense, which is why it didn't do all that much damage to Terra. Because I think
Red
she's
Baron
wearing
a forfeit.
Yeah, I think she's wearing a Minerva, right? So that's got pretty high magic defense. So unfortunately, Red Baron is not going to continue. We'll see if he wants to chat for a second. But if not, thank you, boys and girls, for hanging out with us for a little bit. Go follow our runners and follow our Restream team. That's not the right Restream team. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Go follow them. You don't need to follow me. I make bad dad.
You can follow Schwans at the Schwans27, okay?
Yeah, I make bad dad jokes and have hot takes on cover songs, apparently. Actually, I don't even have hot takes on cover songs. I have hot takes on Phil Collins.
Everybody's take is valid, okay?
No, definitely not. Mine is definitely not valid. But yeah, so we do these races every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern and try to on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, depending upon availability, etc., etc. We are going to have the Battle Royale finals after looking and snooping around in threads that I shouldn't be able to see. It looks like we will probably do it on Thursday, April 28th. That'll be the day of the Battle Royale final. So be there or don't and watch the VOD later. But it's Thursday, April 23rd at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So that gives our runners plenty of time to do some practice runs for the finals. It is Dr. DT out of the Spicy Chicken Pod versus Zelfer out of the Inferno Pod. I believe the Inferno Pod, anyway. So that should be a lot of fun to see. And that's going to do it for us. Anything else, Sin Pyro, before we head on out?
No, I just want to say thanks, Schwans, for you're doing triple duty here. You know, doing a lot of hard work, doing comms and restreaming and tracking. And I know it's a whole deal when you're just having to do restreaming and tracking on its own. So thanks for coming in and doing comms with me.
Yeah, no problem. I love talking Worlds Collide with other nerds on the internet. So, fellow nerd, thank you very much for
no problem.
for joining me. And
the only other thing I have to say is you can find me at Twitch TV/sin_pyro. I stream 5 days a week, or try to anyway. So yeah, I'm currently doing Worlds Collide, just some seeds that tickle my fancy if I find them.
Yeah, go give Sin a follow and a view next time he streams. He's steps away from affiliate, I think, right?
Yes,
so
I am.
We need to.
I'm at 2.6 average views out of 3 for affiliates.
Yeah, let's get him that bread, that Amazon Twitch money there.
Anytime I can steal money from Jeff Bezos is a good time.
Yes, yes. And we will catch you all on the next stream. Until then, enjoy ff6wc.com if you would like to play on your own. Unfortunately, we don't have anybody else streaming Worlds Collide to send you off to, so we're just going to bid you adieu, as they say in French, and we'll catch you on the next time. Bye-bye now.
Bye.